Hi guys, we have here 2013 BMW 535i F10 chassis, and I'm going to show you how to change your engine motor filter that is housed right here. And what you need to do first is you need to disconnect this clamp right here on the top, and then you need to disconnect this wire here. It has these rubber mounts, and you need to lift it up. Actually, you need to lift them up from the oil filter or the air filter. It's actually 3 wires, and they have these rubber mounts connected to plastic sliders. And right here, actually they're metal sliders. And then the next thing is you need to get this pipe out here and out of the way, but actually we need to get this first off this brace bar, because it's in the way of this pipe right here. So let me get some tools to get this bar. Okay, to get the brace off, the weird thing about Beamers is that you need to use 2 different sockets. It's 16mm for the front here, and you got 15 for the back there. And then you need to try to remove this plastic here to get it out of the way. But first you can pull the filter actually up, and once you pull it up, you need to pull it sideways so it comes out of the connection in the back there. This is it, and basically these 3 rubber mounts is what is holding this housing down. So it's these 2 here and this one here. Make sure that you put some grease on these before you install them, because it will save you a tremendous amount of efforts. And now to change the filter, we need to open these Torx right here, and they are T20. And by T20 I meant to say actually Torx. Actually, let me see, because this is not 20, this is 25. Okay, it's actually Torx T25, again T25, and you open these bolts. And now we need to separate the housing, and you're gonna see lots of dirt. Oh yeah, this is a very old filter, so all of this has to be cleaned and prepared to be installed back. And we have the new filter, and this is so old that actually it's being glued to the upper housing. Yeah, this is how this engine was driving. So please change these filters every 30,000-40,000 miles, depending on your air condition in your city or the place where you live. but you need to change these often. Do not overextend the change of these filters, please. Okay, the new filter that we're going to install is the same actually filter that was on the car, man filter right here. This is the model number C28 125-1, made in Germany, OEM equipment, but not from BMW. This is just the original manufacturer that sends these parts to BMW. And this is the new filter right here, brand new filter, as you can see. And remember, this part, when it was taken out, when we took it out, was on this side where this valve is. And now you just have to install it all the way in, and be careful to fit straight inside of this box, so it doesn't come out or it doesn't give you any trouble when you're installing it. It has to go all the way in, just like this, and make sure in the corners it's all the way in, same way. You see right here, you have to push it all the way through. And when you install it here, then you need to close the box again. You're going to use the T25 Torx bolt right here and close this box carefully. And watch out when you tie these. You need to stop, because you need to be really careful when you tie these so that you don't break the plastic on the bottom. You will actually hear a little resistance from the plastic. That's when you're supposed to stop. And you see, very lightly you tie it, and that's it. No more, because you will break the plastic bottom side where the thread goes in. Okay, two things before you install the housing back in. The little details that will help you and the next mechanic that works on this car, or the next person. Get some grease and grease the opening right there. Because that rubber right there, that opening will give you a lot of trouble if it's dry. And as I said before you try to install this, please get some little grease and install in these rubber mounts. Because it's much easier to install this with the grease. And you can also put some little grease on this plastic that's gonna go right there in that the upper side right there, or the connection to the intake. So just a little bit, not a lot. And now you have to install this. And you lift up this pipe here. And the next thing is try to get this side here first, the left one. And once you get it in, you need to push it down, and once you feel it solid, you can actually see this mount through here. It's already in, and then you need to make sure this connection is back tight to where it's supposed to be. And what you have to do is just use a flat screwdriver to get it tight, and Once you get it tight, you need to install this brace back. Okay, once you install the box, don't forget that you have to install these the little rubber mounts for the wires, and you can start with the middle one, I guess, first, because it's easier. And then you can install the rear one. It just slides from the top down right here, and you just push it down and it's ready to go. And the last thing is this brace here. Yeah, remember it is 15 in the rear and 16 millimeter in the front. This big one, the 16, is in the front, and the small, no, actually it's the opposite. The 15, the small one, is the big one. That one goes into the tower of the shock here, and the small one, that is the 16, goes here. And you get them tight, and here we go. And the last one here. And this is it. This is the engine. Always check after yourself the connection, and if everything is tight right here, check this one too. Everything, always check after yourself. This is tight, it doesn't move. So this was it, the engine air filter replacement on this 2013 BMW 535i. Again, thanks for watching. Please like my videos and please subscribe. Thank you.